Hello. Hello. Anyway, I do actually have a purpose here. I am here to tell you, whoever you are, about some stuff. It's cool stuff. Anyway, what I'm here to tell you about is a magazine called Fantasy World Geographic. You can find it on skagsworld.com, SKAGGS World, and you should know how to spell world. If you don't, come talk to me and I'll show you how. Anyway. Oh yes, if you have any old stories lying around, mainly fantasy, but we also do sci-fi and other fiction, but mainly it's sci-fi and fantasy, lying around, and you don't really know what to do with it, or you've never really published it anywhere, but you kind of wanted to, well, here's your chance to submit it. We're not that I'm guaranteeing that it will be published and accepted, but we do need submissions, because we need submissions to be a magazine. And when you first start off a magazine, you really need submissions to start out, or else you just go, and we don't want to do that. We really don't. So please submit. If it's really awful though, then we won't take it. Sorry. Well, not really. But just before you publish it, submit it, I mean, make sure it's actually some good. Like, send it to somebody other than your mom to read it and see if it's any good. If you wrote it like when you were 5, 2, we wouldn't really suggest submitting that. Maybe when you were 7 or 6, but not 5. Okay. Well, I'm asking because I am the submissions editor, the only one right now, or the slush editor, as we call it. I will be going through all of the submissions, basically going through the slush and finding out, because we get a lot of really awful and useless submissions. So we're going to be going through all that and finding out any that are actually worth anything, and go through the whole process. Anyway, because of that, I want you to submit a story. But I've already said that, so go submit a story. If you haven't written one, this is your cue to do that. Like, now. Also, for writers, the same guy that is doing this magazine, running it, and everything, he also wrote a program, a writing WorldMaker program for Linux. If you don't have Linux, then wait a while, because he's working on making a Windows version. It's called Writer's WorldMaker. You can find it on WWMKR.com for Writer's WorldMaker. You can download it and install it and hopefully like it. I like it. I use it. So I hope you do too. And if you want, you can donate to him. You can. Oh, that's the other thing. The magazine. If you would like to help us in any way other than submitting a story, you can either volunteer to be a submissions editor. We don't have much submissions right now, which is kind of the point of this video, but we will need them later on. You can also help, just ask if there's anything we need help with, and we'll tell you. or you can donate. Preferably $1,000 to... You don't have to send $3,000 if you don't want to, but, I mean, take it, of course. Yeah. And again, it is at www.skagsworld.com, SKAGGS World. I'm not gonna spell world. And a look at the upcoming clip, next one, is going to be about, let's see if I can pronounce this right, Anatidaephobia. It's a phobia, which is a fear, or an irrational fear to be more specific. And can you guess what Anatidaephobia is the fear of? Anatidaephobia is the fear that a duck is watching you. Is it watching me? Anyway, so for my next clip, I will be going into a big park that we have here in Huntsville, Alabama, where there's a pond and there's ducks. But I'm going to use a rubber duck, because rubber ducks are cute. And because I don't want to get a real duck. And I'm going to sit on a bench, like that. Bench. Like that. Well, my one leg of mine is not bigger than the other. Anyway. And, yeah. The rest, you will find out then. Suspenseful music. I don't actually have any suspenseful music, but imagine!